Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world today. My mortgage hound is back. It's Saturday, it's gorgeous outside, gorgeous yesterday. Got a really fun stream today. So we're gonna play around with a little chat GPT and see what it has to say about home improvements and how that impacts on your home value. We're gonna look at two listings, one in Camas, one in Richfield. The one in Richfield's in my dream neighborhood down the street from me. Always wanted to live in this neighborhood, so we're gonna take a look at that home. I haven't looked at it yet, been saving to review that one with you guys live. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We're not gonna go super long today, but should be fun. While we wait for people to jump in, I did it second week in a row. I didn't do a great job at promoting the stream, so if you guys have ideas on promoting the live stream, let me know. Drop it in the comments. Yeah, I need to do a better job of promoting, getting people live, because when we do get 15 people, 20 people watching live, it's a lot of fun. All right, housekeeping items. Let's dive right into our housekeeping items. So all the interest rates that I use on the live stream come from this website, Mortgage News Daily. These aren't the rates my company is offering. This is a great go-to resource to get a national average on mortgage rates, and it's an unbiased average, meaning it's not sponsored by a mortgage company. They're not selling these interest rates. It is a true national average. So very flat from last week. 30-year fixed mortgages, 7.17%. Jumbo loans, 7.45. Now, for the first half of the year, the difference between interest rates on a jumbo loan versus a conventional loan was at a narrow margin, about 0.25%. Good morning, Brian. Details? So it's about 0.25% has been margin, but that margin between jumbo loans and conforming loans is always fluctuating, and we're starting to see it increase a little bit. A jumbo loan, again, is any loan amount over $766,550. VA rates and FHA 6.75 for FHA, 6.77 for VA. So that's today's interest rates. Details says, have the realtors you are promoting on the stream promote. Yeah, I've been doing that and had some really good success. We've had some really top tier agents on the stream, like Diana Rutherford, Gavin Hutkins, Troy Jensen, Amy Rue, and a handful of others. So I need to get with them and continue to do listings. It's hard to nail real estate agents down. They're always out showing homes. And the live stream is still new to people. There's no one else I know in our local industry here that's doing mortgage or real estate related live streams. So it'll build over time, but I appreciate you being here, Brian, with Details Home Inspection, our preferred home inspector. Yeah, so that's mortgage rates today. Let's take a look at some market statistics. So every week, Gavin Hutkins over at Berkshire Hathaway sends me these market statistics. New listings down 18%, 229 week over week in Clark County. That's not good. We need our inventory to continue to increase, and it has been. We were up double digits last week, so we'll see if it's a trend. Pending sales, so homes that have gone into contract but haven't yet closed. Excuse me, a little coffee burp. 243 up 7%. That's not good with fewer listings coming on the market, right? We don't want our inventory to sell and not be replenished. Listings sold 155, fairly flat. It's June 1st, guys. We're in buying season, and we need more inventory. So we'll see what happens as we get closer to the start of the school year. You know, people are looking 45, 60 days out to buy. So we're going to start to see that sense of urgency approach pretty quickly with people that are wanting to get in a new home before the start of the new school year. And I know it's hard to think about that with school still in session, but it's going to be approaching fast, and we'll see what rates and the market does. Very unpredictable. This is the most unpredictable June that I've ever seen in my 20 years in the industry on what's going to happen. But it's exciting, so we'll see. All right. Lockbox activity. So anytime a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a home, that data is collected, and that's what we're looking at here. This shows it's slowing down a little bit. Pretty significantly, lockbox activity in Oregon down 12%, down 10% in Washington. So again, very confusing statistics. The week before we were up. You can see it's been fairly volatile. I don't know if that's weather related. It's holiday. We also had Memorial Day. That could definitely come into play. Like we talked about that last week on if we're going to see what Memorial Day does to our statistics, and it definitely was a slower Memorial Day this year. Detail says last week we saw a huge uptick in activity for inspections last week. You know, Brian, you're kind of a lag measure. Home inspections are kind of a lag measure, right? So lockbox activity being a lead measure. So lockbox activity, we're going to see buyers out, and that's going to measure how many people are out shopping. Home inspections, home appraisals, those are kind of lag measures. And so it doesn't surprise me that you saw an uptick in business with our pending sales increased significantly week over week last week. So we'll see what happens this week. I spoke with 6 other local inspectors, and they said the same thing. Yeah. It'll be really interesting, and maybe details you can report back in the next few weeks on our stream to see if you kind of start to feel the roller coaster that we see kind of on this chart here. I know we're definitely feeling it on the mortgage end. We'll be slammed one week, and then it'll be crickets for a week, and then slammed the next week, and then crickets. So it's very unusual. Normally those roller coasters kind of go, a couple months at a time, but we're really feeling it week to week. And again, this time of year, the weather and holidays really come into play, I think. I was at Long Beach last weekend for Memorial Day, and it was packed. Very busy down in Long Beach. All right, I want to do something a little different. So I'm going to do a post on Instagram today about home improvements. I spent the last 3 weeks staining my deck. Details gave me some tips yesterday. I got to tell you guys, it was a pain in the ass. It's a 1,000 square foot deck. I hand sanded, with a power sander, but I sanded the whole deck. Took me about 2 or 3 weeks. Looks fabulous. Have a break in the weather. Brian says I should wait, let the deck dry out a little bit more. I looked at my schedule. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Monday. And I'm like, I'm just going to put the stain down. I think it's dry enough. I did the water test where you put a drop and see how fast it soaks in. And it gets direct sunlight, so it gets dried out pretty quick. So I just decided to put it down. I went to Miller Paint, which is my go-to paint store. And I've been on a YouTube rabbit hole on deck staining for the last 3 weeks. And I decided I was going to go clear coat. I get to the store, the guy's helping me, and I decided to go 1 tint to my stain and do cedar stain. And it was like this golden honey color. I pointed at the thing, and then I bought a different brand thinking it was the same color. I put it on, and it's like orange. It's like orange stain. It looks all right, but it was heartbreaking to put all that work in and then put the color down, and you're like, whoa, this is orange. But it's going to look good. So we're going to talk about... So this morning I was thinking about all that. And let's go to our screen here. So I want to do a post on home improvements and how home improvements impact your value. So I just asked ChatGPT. Everyone's doing it. It's not cheating. It's being resourceful. And here are the top 3 home improvements that can have a big impact on your value. And I found something really interesting that ChatGPT told me that I did not ask it. So kitchen remodel. The kitchen is often considered the heart of the home. A modern, updated kitchen can significantly increase your home's appeal and value. Key upgrades: cabinets and countertops, appliances, lighting and fixtures. We talk about that one a lot on the stream, right? Lighting and fixtures. It's the biggest bang for your buck. If you're buying a home that's maybe 15, 20, 25 years old and it seems a little outdated, it's amazing what just lighting and fixtures can do to a home. Flooring. And then this is what I was referring to here. ROI. So it told me what the ROI is on a kitchen remodel. A minor kitchen remodel can recoup about 81% of its cost, while a major kitchen remodel can recoup around 53.5%. Thought that was interesting. Kitchen remodels are very expensive, so if you do a full kitchen remodel, I can see how maybe you won't recoup all that. And I think it's talking about recouping it in additional value, right? Additional equity in the home. The next, number 2, is bathroom remodel. Bathrooms are another critical area for home buyers. An updated bathroom can make a significant difference in your home's marketability. Key upgrades would be vanity and sinks. We talk about that a lot too. Tiles and flooring, fixtures again, and shower and bathtub. Especially if you're looking to sell a house fairly soon, how nice would it be to put new showers and bathtubs in? All right, so the ROI on a bathroom remodel, a mid-range bathroom remodel can recoup about 70% of its cost. And this is the one that I thought was really interesting. Curb appeal enhancements. So when people are talking to me about how to increase their appraised value and they talk about curb appeal, yes, curb appeal is helpful to attract buyers, especially in a slower market. But an appraiser doesn't weight marketability or weight value heavy on landscaping, right? It's more about square footage compared to comparable sales in the neighborhood. But I found this to be really interesting. Landscaping, first impressions are crucial. Improving your home's curb appeal can greatly enhance its attractiveness and perceived value. Key upgrades: landscaping, exterior paint, front door lighting. Basic landscaping can recoup about 100% of its cost. And here's something I didn't think about either. A new front door can recoup around 75% of its cost. Yeah, so really interesting. ChatGPT is great. So I'm going to be doing a post on Instagram. I think I'm going to go do it while I'm staining my deck. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Let's get a sip of coffee and then we'll dive into our 2 listings. So my theme today is budget luxury or affordable luxury. I was looking for homes that are high-end homes that are right at that price point that's going to trigger jumbo loan versus conventional loan. Okay. So our first home is going to be in Camas, in a neighborhood on Lacamas Lake, highly desirable. It's listed for $1.1 million, 5208 Northwest Astor Court in Camas. It's 4-bed, 3 baths, 4,000 square feet. So very large home on a cul-de-sac on Lacamas Lake in Camas. Very, very desirable. The home was built in 1990. So I'm looking at these listings for the first time with you. So we'll go see if this home needs some of those home improvements we talked about to get updated, but built in 1990. See what the agent says. Sought after Lacamas Shore home with 4 bedrooms, den on main, bonus room upstairs, wine cellar. Carissa, are you watching? Wine cellar on lower level. Extra bonus on main from garage, 2.5 bath, 3-car garage, high ceilings, in living and dining room, newer interior and exterior paint, so they're trying to recoup their curb appeal cost. Newer landscaping, new carpet on main floor. Man, that is, for a $1.1 million listing, that's the shortest description I've ever seen. So here's where it's at on the map. Okay, let's look at some pictures. Can't believe how short that listing is. Now this did hit the market yesterday, so maybe the agent just hasn't written, it just hasn't used ChatGPT to write a full description yet, but it's very, very short. So like I said, this just hit the market yesterday. It's been on the market for 18 hours. Very pretty picture. A little Lightroom Photoshop, looks good. I like how it's kind of set back, very mature landscaping. What a cool neighborhood. My grandparents lived over here, not in this neighborhood, but near it, and I always like driving in here. Okay, some good drone shots of the house. I like that it's on a cul-de-sac. Looks like there might be a little park across the street. All right. Okay, 1990. Looks nice. Original hardwoods, I would imagine. Those look like maybe a cherry. Very nice hardwoods. But, and I like the banister. I don't think the banister looks too out of date. Love the wainscoting, all the woodwork in this entryway, okay? It's what you would expect in this price point. But you can come in and replace the light fixtures, right? Really, from this picture alone, I can tell this home would be very easy and affordable to update. I like that he put high ceilings in the description, because a lot of these 1990 homes have 8-foot ceilings. And for a guy that's 6 foot tall, I have a hard time with 8-foot ceilings. So I love that this home, being a 90s home, does have vaulted ceilings. Very cool windows. Yeah, kind of got some unique custom architecture. I think that's aging very well with this home. Love the windows again. Slide her out to a big deck. Let's see what their stain looks like. Again, when I'm in this price range, things like this woodwork here, that really pops out to me. That's the kind of stuff I want to see. Fully wrapped windows. Nice dining area off the kitchen. Those are some shiny floors. What do you guys think of the floors? I like the shiny floors. We'd have to put those slippers on our dog. All right, really nice kitchen, tile backsplash to the cabinets, cabinets to the ceiling. Again, something else I'm looking for if I'm going to be spending $1 million. Very up to date. Handles. You can tell they've come in and updated this home. Stainless appliances, and they got that cool refrigerator with the wood molding on the refrigerator to match the cabinets. Slab granite, it looks like. Nothing wrong here. Nice big bay windows overlooking what appears to be a big deck. Hopefully we'll go out there in a second. Built-ins with a gas fireplace, or is that wood burning? That almost looks wood burning. That'd be super cool if you like wood burning fireplaces. But very nice built-ins, huge window. Okay, so here's kind of, looks like the living room's a little sunken. Maybe the den. Okay, this agent has us going all over the house again. I love it when agents put their pictures in order like you're walking through the house. This looks like our primary bedroom, big bay windows. This appears to be a balcony off the primary. Here's our primary bathroom. You can tell they've updated the floors just like ChatGPT said. Updated vanity, updated flooring. New shower. Interesting toilet. Oh shoot. We lost our picture, lost our place. It looks like somebody used this bonus room as a dance studio. Right? Isn't that like one of those mirrors and bars that ballerinas use when they're dancing? But very cool bonus room. Little built-in cabinets. This looks like our den or a spare bedroom. Maybe a spare bedroom. Like the chair rail on the wall. Another bedroom. So I would imagine the primary bathroom probably looked something like this before they updated it. Okay. Now, 4,000 square foot home in Lackamas Shores on the lake for 1.1 million. You're going to run into this kind of stuff. So they updated most of the house, but this bathroom, if you ask me, could use some updating. But again, we're on a budget. We're on a luxury home budget. All right, here's our wine cellar, empty wine cellar. You know, wine cellars are kind of like swimming pools, right? If you want one, it's a huge selling feature, but not everybody wants one. But very cool. Okay, so that looks very similar to my stain, except my stain is more transparent. Not that you guys care about my stain, but that's all I can see now when I look at pictures. What a massive deck. But after spending 3 weeks out on my deck that's only 2 years old and was not stained properly and got really beaten up, I can tell this deck is very well maintained. Nice fenced yard. Okay. I like it. Now I can't get off the photos. There we go. Okay, let's look at some numbers. So Carissa, Mrs. Steinmann, says she loves it. What do you think about them only remodeling one bathroom? Could you live with that? In this price point, would you be like, you know what, it's okay, we can budget down the road to remodel the other bathroom? You know what else I didn't see in those photos? Is I didn't see any guest bathrooms, like the powder room downstairs. I wonder if those bathrooms were remodeled. Yeah, interesting listing. Again, this isn't a real estate agent, I know. And it was just listed, so we'll give them some grace. But yeah, if somebody goes out there and sees this home, leave some comments. Oh, and it's a bigger lot, a third of an acre. Good morning, Gavin. Gavin, were you on when I went over your market statistics? It was a little shocking to see the market statistics. In that price range, I'd expect a full update. I don't know if I agree with Gavin. I mean, am I wrong? 1.1 million for a 4,000 square foot home on the lake in Lackamas Shore? It seems like a fairly reasonable price. But as the market softens, if it softens, yes, I can disagree with you, Gavin, but that doesn't mean I'm right. Gavin is definitely knows what he's talking about. as the market softens, if we do see seller or buyers get more picky, that's the kind of stuff that's going to separate your home from another home. I can tell you one thing that both homes we have featured today that are in common is they're both in highly desirable neighborhoods, right? Where people want to be in Lacamas Shores, they want to be in Hillhurst. Not a lot of homes come up for sale, and so the competition, I think that has something to do with it too. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's keep an eye on that one and see if it goes pending, and then if it closes, we'll come back and see what it sold for and how long it was on the market. Good morning, Ben. We should do like a pool on this live stream. Like over, under, how many days is that home going to be on the market? Let's do it now. Put it in the comments. 4,000 square foot. I'll go back to it in case you guys, we have people just jumping on here. 1.1 million in Camas, Lacamas Shores, 4,000 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath, partially updated. What's the over and under on how many days it's going to take for this home to sell? I'm going to say 45 days. I think this home will sell in 45 days. So put your number in there. When it sells, we'll come back and I'll buy somebody a coffee or something, whoever gets closest. So over, under, I say 45 days. Okay, enough goofing around. So one of the reasons I picked this home is in a desirable neighborhood, but I want to look at jumbo loan, what the differences are. Ben says 25 days. Are you looking to move to Camas, Ben? Okay. So 1.1 million. If we put 20% down, that makes our loan amount $895,920, which is over our conforming loan limit. So we're in jumbo loan territory. Again, all the interest rates I'm using today are off of Mortgage News Daily. Jumbo rate 7.45, 30-year fixed 7.17. I have a feeling we're going to start to see those numbers get further apart, but who knows? So if we put 20% down, we're just shy of $900,000. Our interest rate 7.45. And I'm just going to go right now and compare these side by side. If we were to do a conforming loan and put a little bit more down to get to that a lot more down, right? 130 some thousand more down. To get to that conforming loan amount, our interest rate would be 7.17. So how important is that to you to not be in a jumbo loan? We're gonna find out, right? Is it worth putting an extra $130,000 down? Let's look at our payment breakdown. Principal and interest on the jumbo loan, 20% down at 7.45, $6,233. A conforming loan at 7.17, $5,187. Property taxes $840, which I didn't think were too bad for that neighborhood. All right, details says 30 days. Gavin says 36 with a small price reduction to sell at 52 days. You can definitely tell Gavin's an expert. All right. So $840 for property taxes. Like I said, I don't think that's too bad. Homeowners insurance, probably around $100 a month. No mortgage insurance because we're over that 20% threshold. $71.73 for the jumbo loan. $61.27 for the conforming loan. So is it worth $1,000 a month to you to put an additional $130,000 down? Finance homes in smart ways, right? If I'm sold my house and I have 400 grand to put down, yeah, let's go conforming. It also depends on what interest rates are doing, right? Because with higher interest rates come higher returns on things like CDs and money markets. And maybe I can get a good return there that's higher than the interest rate. It might be kind of tricky at 7.5%. But maybe I don't want to roll all my equity in, and the difference in jumbo is not that big to me. So these are the things that you need to be discussing with your real estate agent and your mortgage professional. They should be asking you these questions to really finance your home in a smart way. Doesn't mean one's right or wrong, but it needs to be kind of customized for where you're at in life, what you're looking to do, what your net worth is. Okay. So let's take a look at closing costs. So 20% down would be $224,000, conforming $353 down. That puts us 80% here, 68% loan to value ratio, getting to that conforming loan limit. Closing costs $36.91. I'm not going to break that down today. Prepaids right around $12,000 for your prepaid taxes, insurance, and prorated interest for the month you close in. Total out-of-pocket expense $239. Let's call it $240 or $370. Dazos alert. Everyone know about the new Dazos store opening? Anybody that has a 12-year-old girl like I do. I just got a frowny face. She's at the new Dazos store for the grand opening. There are thousands of people in line. Nobody in that line is open house shopping today. Pass Ross, oh my goodness. The first 100 people got a free bag of junk. So, crazy. All right, sorry for that interruption. So yeah, $370 for the conforming loan. So, save $1,046 a month, bring an extra $130,000. So there you go, jumbo versus conventional. I think a lot more people are having this conversation now than ever before. What do you guys think? How are we doing on time? Cam is super low inventory. Right, so the over-under, I got 45. Details says 30. Gavin says 52 with a price reduction for extra credit. All right. You guys ready for house number 2? This is my dream neighborhood. We're going from Camas to Ridgefield, Hillhurst. So I bought my house that I'm in right now in 2006, brand new. And that year, the Parade of Homes was in the Hillhurst neighborhood. And that was when the Parade of Homes was crazy, right? They had big themed houses, like they had a Parisian themed 5,000 square foot huge house. Back before they kind of scaled back before the crash. This is in 06. So I watched those homes plummet in value. Now they're skyrocketed in value. So I've always loved the Hillhurst neighborhood. 1215 South 6th Way in Ridgefield. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2673 square feet. Listed at $874. Sorry guys, trying not to burp in the microphone. My stomach is a little, the coffee's creating some bubbles. All right, so built in 2005, smaller lot. Let's see what the description is. Finally, something that checks all your boxes. This exquisite one-level craftsman is a true testament of grace and comfort. This sounds like ChatGPT. All right, right here. Introducing a rare opportunity to own a sprawling single level that showcases meticulous attention, detail, and overflowing with custom touches throughout. That's the theme, right? Budget, luxury. 9-foot solid core doors. 12-foot ceilings. Skylights. Solar tube. What's a solar tube? Details in those. A solar tube and oversized windows bring in all the beautiful northwest natural light. What's a solar tube? luxury minis for. Outdoor oasis, covered patio, gas hookup. All right. So here's where it's at on the map. Taverner Ridge is across the street. That was another premier neighborhood in Richfield. It's a very large neighborhood. Hillhurst is a lot smaller. I think Hillhurst is a little more desirable, but they're both great. Like a skylight. I'm going to have to Google what a solar tube is. Let's Google it really quick. Oh, I see. One of these things. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, so not power related. All right, yeah, so here's where we're at in Richfield, just south of town. Walking distance to the baseball park to watch the Richfield Raptors. Brand new middle school, remodeled high school. They're putting in a brewery. So it's a really desirable part of Richfield. Probably the most desirable. Okay, pictures. I love a sprawling one level. You can definitely tell this is a custom home just by its curb appeal. It's also set up for low maintenance, right? No lawn in the front that you have to mow. It's got a fairly flat driveway. I love the dual single car garage. Yeah, very well maintained for being 19 years old. Gavin, how do you think this home is priced? $874. Wow, look at that entry. That's more the color I was hoping my deck would be. I like that natural, looks like natural oak floors, but massive entryway. That 12-foot ceilings makes a huge difference, doesn't it? Especially on a single level. You got your office or den right off the entry. Ceiling fan, gas fireplace. Nice windows. Built-ins. Do you guys think those floors are manufactured laminate hardwoods, or do you think they're real hardwoods? Right? In this price range, luxury homes, you know, that makes a big deal, I think, having the hardwoods versus the manufactured. But like the vaulted ceilings, Gavin says, price under $900. Yeah, it's a good deal. It's an interesting arch, right? With nothing above it, no drywall above it. Nice kitchen. We got tile backsplash to the cabinets not to the ceiling, but they are nice. They're a little dated. My wife would say that needs to be updated. I would say they're fine. Probably engineering hardwood, but if it's real, that'd be a nice upgrade. Breakfast nook off the patio. See, the patio's covered. So we're back in the den, office area, back in the kitchen. Be nice if these pictures were in order, right? I feel like Zillow's fallen behind the IT curve a little bit, right? With how they set up their pictures. I've seen a couple listings with some advanced features, but I kind of feel like Zillow's getting a little outdated. They could use some technological improvements on their website. Make it easier. Okay, tile floor in the kitchen. Getting a little dated, not bad. Solid granite. Now in 2005, solid granite was very high end. I think the black looks a little dated, but still solid granite. Nice island. Saw those solid core doors. This looks like a family room with carpet. Powder room. Okay, here's our primary bedroom. Interesting closets. You think you'd have walk-ins? I don't know how I feel about that. Mrs. Steinmann, how do you feel about that? Oh, got a door out to the patio. A nice kitchen, or nice bathroom. Tile shower. Getting a little dated. Not enough storage. Nice soaker tub. Yeah, you can come in here and remodel. Update it. Guest bedroom number 1. That looks like original carpet to me. Guest bathroom, dual vanity in the guest bathroom, very nice. Separate shower, really nice, or a separate room for the shower. So if you have 2 kids, one can be in their shower while the other one's brushing their teeth. I really like that. Nice utility room. Got to get rid of those fluorescent lights. Put one of those solar tubes in there. Okay. Stamped concrete patio. Low maintenance. Private with the retaining wall and the fence. You know, not show of homes, not parade of homes backyard, but very nice for the price. It would take you 30 seconds to mow your yard. Ben wants to know how much dollars you think for a decent aesthetic update. Let's say you own this house for 3 years and you have built up some equity. How much equity would I need to pull out for a remodel? What do you guys think? I think that's a great question. I can tell you, you're going to want to use custom remodels, right? So custom kitchen, not Home Depot builder grade. I would say I would budget probably about $75,000 to $100,000. 50, 60 of that in the kitchen. 15, 20 in the bathroom. Mrs. Steinmann says, I think $100K if you are doing the kitchen. But think about it. Okay, the formula I always use is for every $10,000 in loan amount, you're talking about $60 a month in payment. So let's think about that here too when we're talking about our down payment. If we want to put $100,000 less down, it's going to cost us about $600 a month. So if we want to come in and do the $100,000 remodel, we can budget about $600 a month for that. Okay, it's 9:44. We're going to blaze through this. 2-1 buy downs. 2-1 buy down is not a loan program. It is a loan feature that can be added to almost any loan. Here we're looking at a conventional. So with 15% down, so we're not putting the full 20. That brings our loan amount to $742,900. In fact, I don't have time to make a change. We could take that all the way up to $766 if we wanted. So there's 24 grand right there for our remodel. 7.17 is our interest rate. If we did a 2-1 buy down, the seller's going to give us about $18,000 if I remember right. We're going to go through this a little quickly. $17,448 is the cost of that 2-1 buy down, and we're going to have the sellers pay that for us. Okay. For years 3 through 30, our payment's going to be $56.51. But for the first year, that 2-1 buy down buys our interest rate down from 7.17 to 5.17 for the first 12 months. So we're going to save about $1,000 a month for the first year. That might come into play if we're looking at putting less down and putting money into the house to update it. Year 2, your interest rate's going to be bought down by 1%, 6.17, bringing your total payment to $51.59, saving you about $400 a month. And then years 3 through 30, you're at $56.51, and hopefully by then we can catch a refi, okay, and drop our rate down. So save $962 the first year, $492 the second year. Total out-of-pocket expense in this example, $143,905. To keep our payment down, we're buying out the mortgage insurance policy. To do that in a home like this with this much down, it'd be like $1,000 to buy out your mortgage insurance policy up front. We'll go into more detail on that on future live streams. Okay, what do you guys think? I hope you guys have a great weekend. UFC tonight, Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa. Dustin Poirier is fighting Islam. It's going to be great. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much. Please spread the word about the live stream. If you are a real estate agent or see an open house or anything you want to feature, reach out to me and let me know. Thanks you guys for my regulars for being here. I know you take an hour out of your Saturday mornings to do this. I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate it. Ben, Gavin, Brian, and my wife, thank you so much. It's so much easier having you guys in the comments, and it's nice to know you guys believe in what this stream's about and where it's going. So, all right, guys. See you next Saturday.